Hello everybody, it's Lynda Falconer. I have promised to get this video done for you. So it is here today, the interactive butterfly, this beautiful card. You're going to pinch his wings and voila, we have an inside butterfly also. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to make this card cased from Rachel Tessman. She did one on with the dragonfly. So let me get my camera turned around. He's all ready to go and I'll show you how to make it. I went ahead and cut my pieces. Let me give you some dimensions. The card base is just a regular 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches wide. This is a Whisper White card base. I'm using Razzleberry. It's let's see, this one is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then the designer series paper is coming from the Share What You Love bundle, and some beautiful colors with it. This is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Also used a little thing to put the label on, just to give it a little color. 1 1/2 by 2 3/4, and it's also in Razzleberry. So I'm just going to layer these with tape runner onto the top of my card, and then we'll be making the slot to put our butterfly in. So I'll be right back. I'm putting the last layer on with the designer series paper. This is using the mint macaron, raspberry, some of the grapefruit. It has some beautiful colors in it. And then I've already cut my butterfly. I used a precision base plate with the die cut, and butterfly is ready to go. So I'm going to make the slot for my butterfly so that his wings will go all the way through to the inside of the card. And to do that, I'm using this punch. It's an old one, but there is a new punch that's called Classic Label. It's like this one, except it has a little bit of a point on each end, and that would work just great. You could also use your Stampin' Trimmer. Now, I'm going to center this, and I'm going as far in as it will go because I have already measured the wingspan of my butterfly. So my butterfly wing is barely going to fit on the card if I use this. I need it to be the height of my butterfly wing. So all I have to do is go in and move that up just a little bit. So I'm going to make my opening a little bit higher, and I'm also going to go down a little bit. I'm thinking the butterfly wing is 2 1/2 inches tall, so my opening needs to be 2 1/2 inches, maybe with a little bit of extra. So let's see, is my wing going to go through there? I think we're good. So to attach the butterfly, I'm going to fold the wings together so that his little body gets kind of flat, because I'm going to put glue all the way down the butterfly's body, and I want to put some strong glue. I'm going to use my Tombow. Fabri-Tac would work. You could even use a hot glue gun probably. But you want it to be something that's going to be pretty strong because it's going to get some pressure on it. So I am going to just smother that with glue, and then I'm going to have to let it dry for a little bit because I want to make sure that gets a good stick on it. And I'm just going to set it right there in the middle. Open the wings up and press him down. That glue gives you a little bit of time to move it if you need to. Okay, so he's good. I'm going to let him dry while I do my stamping. And I'm using the new Make a Difference stamp set, and I want to show you what it is. You can spell anything you want. So finally, you can put people's names on things, any kind of greeting that you want. It's awesome. I'm just going to put a simple hello. So I'm looking for my capital H, which is right here. And then I'm going to show you how you just line it up, and you can just stamp it one time and you're good to go. I've used them before, so I think everything's got a little bit of ink on them. There's my O. And there's, look at that, double L's. It even has some of the most common letters that are put together already attached for you. Makes it so much easier. H-E-L-L-O. So I'm good to go right there. That was pretty easy. Oh, let me grab it. I'm also going to use this little flower while we're at it, just to give a little more detail to the label. So that's called the Make a Difference stamp set. Now that's available only in a bundle right now. There are 3 different stamping bundles that are released early, so you can go ahead and get started on your play time. The easiest way to do this is to use your grid paper, and you're just going to spell it like you normally would. H-E, these are tiny. That kind of tucks right in there by the H. And I'm using my grid line to line it up. I'll probably need a little tool of some sort, as my hands are sticking to the letters, which is a good thing. You want them sticky. Now look at the L's. Already done for you. Don't you love Stampin' Up? A up. I don't want it to say hell. That's not good. So let's get that O on there before I get in trouble. And tiny little letters right there. H-E-L-L. And then I'm going to tuck that O right in there just like that other one. And now all I have to do, if I'm happy with that, is to push my stamp down on top of it, and it's going to pick it all up. Ta-da! So you could put people's names. I can see that as something I would use it for a lot. I have my label here, and I'm going to use my brand new Grapefruit Grove. And these are the new ink pads. They've been redesigned because they heard you screaming every time you tried to open them. Now you just open it like a compact. Now they're a little stiff. This is just the second time I've used it. Because they fit tighter, so that keeps that from drying out. So it's going to be a little bit of a push the first few times you use it. They have added a defoamer to make a clearer image, and they've also given you an extra label right here in the little finger tray that shows you what color that is, because some of the darker ones especially, it's hard to tell what color they are without having to turn it back over and look at the label. So I'm stamping my hello in the ink, and I'm going to put it right here. There we go. My O's still a little cattywampus, but it'll work. So we have hello stamped, and now I want to stamp my pretty little flower, and it looks like this. You see that? And I'm just going to use some Memento ink and stamp it in black. It's going to be stamped off, and it's just going to give it a little detail, and then I'm going to come in with some markers and color it, which I love to do anyway. So let's see what we can do here. Sorry, this is so disjointed today. I was just trying to get one more done before I had to shut everything down. And there's our pretty little flower. So we'll get that colored in just a minute. I think our butterfly should be dry, so let's go back to that. I put some pearls. I used the large one for the head and the medium size for the body of the butterfly. So I just stuck those down onto the butterfly. And now I think we're ready to test it. So here's where the magic happens. You just pinch the butterfly's wings together. And if I didn't make any mistakes, it should go through when I open it up. And it does. Isn't that pretty? And then it comes right back down. Isn't that beautiful? And then you'll add your sentiment here. I think I put life is so much better with you in it, happy birthday, whatever you choose. You could stamp your sentiment beside that. And then to close it, you simply pinch the wings together and just put them back through the slot. And you have to press it down just a little bit. See? Very easy. Isn't that pretty? Now I have the sentiment that we stamped using the Make a Difference letters. I have also used some raspberry and some mint macaron on the little flower that I stamped off the edge of the laser label. So I'm going to add this to my label backing. I think this was and I'll have all of these measurements on my blog. It just gives it a little bit more color, little oomph there. And then I'm just going to tape runner this to the back of my card. Like so. Not to the back of my card. You guys, I am going crazy. To the front of my card. I should not have attempted to do this today. I walked in that closet ready to pack. I looked at it and go, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. So I turned right around and said, I'm going to go make a video. So I'm afraid I'm a little distracted, but we're going to get through it. I'm almost there. I took some of the baker's twine out of the embellishment kit and tied a little bow around one of the little paper clips. It's the grapefruit paper clip, and I'm going to clip that onto my label. Okay, so I've got my little bow on there, and there's my card. Isn't that pretty? Now, this is a little different than the other one. I used a different paper. I used a smaller one, smaller card, the 3.5 by 5 card, and I thought the butterfly didn't show up enough on the paper, so I put a little oval on behind it made out of the glitter paper. So in the inside, it has "Life is so much better with you" in it. And remember, if you want something in 2 colors, you just color your actual stamp with Stampin' Right markers. Pinch his wings and push him back through. So you can see 2 different cards, but very similar, that you can do with that particular method. Now, I'm not the genius that came up with this. I watched a video by one of my favorite demonstrators, Rachel Hessman. Along with about 100 boxes, I got my Stampin' Up catalogs in the mail yesterday. So if you are a customer, or if you signed up and sent me your address and phone number, I've already got you on the list, and yours will be leaving the warehouse at Stampin' Up probably mid-May. If not, and you do not have a demonstrator, and you agree to let me call you and follow up with you, I would love to send you a catalog for free. And if you will just email me at Lynda@crafterinspired.com, and I'll put this on the video, I will get you a catalog in the mail so that you can see all the luscious goodies, which I can't show you yet. It goes live on June 1st. Thanks again for putting up with me today. I know I'm really scatterbrained today, but I wanted you to see that butterfly card because several people had indicated that they liked it, and I promised that I'd show you how to do it. And thank you to Rachel for the idea. I appreciate it. I cased it from her. And if you want to see the dragonfly, look for her on YouTube also. I will talk to you again very soon. My order just came today also. So hopefully I'll get to do a little sneak peek for you with the new things from the catalog. Appreciate you being here. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.